this is it. This is the very first. We just want to say hello to everybody in the wonderful town of Dedham. And this is the very first episode of the Wicked Awesome Sports Show live, baby, live.
Yep, we are live, ready to roll. And before we get started, we just wanted to show you a little bit more about what we're intending to do, rather than just tell you.
So to kick it all off, we decided to, show our inner athletes, just show you how much, the both of us are just totally in shape. This guy here and, maybe Tanya. And we're going to really show you what we did to prepare for this very first episode of the show.
Right. So we didn't want to just talk about our athletic counterparts. We wanted to take the walk with them. So instead of just talking the talk, we're going to walk the walk. So roll it.
All right, so we are here at Dedham High School. We're right in front of the gymnasium in the hallway, getting ready to go in for cheerleading practice. Well, basically what my idea was, since we're doing a sports show and we're currently not athletes, we figured we want to put ourselves in the foot of an athlete.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I wanted to put myself in the foot of an athlete.
How an athlete?
What better than cheerleading?
Yeah.
So we're going to go to cheerleading practice, but Mike seems to think it's going to be a breeze.
Yeah. Stretching, I can stretch, I can look at this, I can do a somersault,
And he also doesn't know what the term tumbling means, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I can tumble, it's a somersault. I've tumbled, most Friday nights at 1 in the morning, I tumble somewhere. It's...
How do you like that? How do you like that, folks? Now we know what he's doing at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I think it'll be fine. So we're just going to show them how it's done. And, hope you enjoy it.
It'll be fun.
I'm feeling good about this.
I'm feeling better about this than he is. So as you can see, I was really stretching it out, showing all my skills.
I was stretching.
You had no skill. He had no. He had no skills.
I was stretching.
I'm sorry. I think right here doesn't count as stretching. I could do that standing on one foot by myself.
I have bigger legs.
Okay. Well.
I did my job. I got the job done.
How was it up there?
It was literally one of the top 3 scariest things I've done in the past 3 years. And I don't think I'll ever be able to do it again. So, how was practice? How you feeling?
All right, it was.
Yeah, you feeling good?
It was brutal.
How was that tumbling?
It was brutal.
Somersaults,
It was
yeah?
all brutal.
Is that what you thought it was going to be? Yeah?
That was our attempt at athleticism.
Our attempt.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I think I succeeded pretty well. Again, thanks for joining us. My name is Mike Kane.
I'm Tanya Ray Fox.
And that was our attempt at cheerleading. That was with the Dedham High cheerleaders. And before we go any further, like I said, I am in pretty good shape. I like to pride myself on my conditioning and the shape I'm in. And I can tell you right now that this was really tough. This wasn't something to mess around with.
No.
This,
No. There is a whole world of athleticism we got ourselves into. We were not ready for cheerleading. Everybody should try it once, at least, just to get your foot in the door.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, just up in the air, and they're flipping, and
they're flying around. It's insane. I mean, you guys saw it. You saw a little taste of it. So, well, the Dedham High cheerleaders too are actually going to be competing this Wednesday. So support your team if you're going to be around. But now we're going to get into what we actually know as professional sports. We're going to talk about the Celtics.
Celtics
Debuted this week. They started their season. But they already have a win and a loss in their pocket. So, we're just going to look forward. We're going to talk a little bit about what happened. We all watched with bated breath this week.
We did.
TD Garden.
We were all ready.
Started out with the Big Three. Which side? Big Three? Are we still going to call the Celtics the Big Three?
I think we can call them. I think we call them five aces.
The five aces. Okay, we're going to call them the five aces.
Because five aces.
We've got more than three.
They beat three kings. Five aces.
All right, cool. We're playing poker too on this sports show today. But anyway, so the Green, they kept the 2/3 of the Miami Big Three to pretty much low points. 21 points for Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh combined. LeBron, he brought his heat with 31 points, but he couldn't lead his team to a win. It was tough. Tough to watch for Miami, but great to watch for Boston fans. We did want to talk a little bit about their top scores here. LeBron had 31 points. Paul Pierce had 19. Those are the lead scores for for the two teams. But what else do we got?
Well, I think my take on LeBron here is if we're talking about LeBron, right?
We're talking about LeBron.
We're talking about LeBron. And, he came from Cleveland. We all know he came from Cleveland. And I hate to say it, but everybody had said LeBron wants to be Michael Jordan. That's what he said. He wears the 23. He wants to be Michael Jordan. And then I think he all proved to us that not only does he not want to be Michael Jordan, he does not want to be LeBron James, but he wants to be Scottie Pippen. He just wants to go in. He just wants to go in and sort of just, be part of the team. And if he can do that, LeBron, good for you. I mean, how does it feel scoring 30 and losing? I mean, seriously, he's used to scoring 45 and losing, so 30 and losing, you're still losing, but, you're only scoring 30, LeBron.
He's only scoring 30, and the rest of his team isn't doing so hot either. The other starting four for Miami only combined for 26 points, 19 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. So, I mean, it's not like the rest of his starting five was really helping him out at all either.
No.
Which is pretty much what he was used to in Cleveland anyway. So, I guess so much for change of the, status quo.
Yeah.
Boston's other starters, on the other hand, as we call them, the five aces, I think we're calling them now. The five aces did pretty good. The 4 other aces, besides our main contributor, Paul Pierce, went for 43 points. Mm-hmm. So they were big contributors. We also had big numbers from Glenn Big Baby, 13 points. Rondo with 17 assists.
Rondo, that's it.
So we've got a lot of different great things to focus on from that game that night. But we do have to go back to the Cleveland game last night. We lost the Cleveland Cavaliers. What do you think was going on there, Mike? What do you think?
Honestly, I think what happened was we all know Cleveland was going to be super jazzed for this. We all knew they were going to come into this game just wanting blood. And they got it. I think the Celtics came off sluggish. They came off tired. They came off a little older than Cleveland. And when it was all said and done, they couldn't keep up.
Do you think that it had anything to do with the fact that Cleveland was a little amped, really, amped up about the fact? I mean, first game without LeBron. We know how big of a deal it was that for Cleveland when LeBron left. They had their owner send out that letter talking about how they were going to do it without him, and I mean, they opened big, and I think that emotion had a lot to do with it. Our main starter, Paul Pierce, was out 41 minutes the night before. He wasn't in the game as much as he was the night before. He was tired. There's a lot going on. They had traveling overnight and everything else. So I think that you have to take into consideration those two, the emotional and the physical drain that they were playing on.
Yeah, no, totally. And I think we all have to realize that we have a better team than Cleveland. I don't think that's
you can't argue that. You can't. Yeah, it's not arguable, but
no, we have a better team than Cleveland. But like I said, they just came up. We knocked them out last year. They came up. They had something to prove without LeBron, and at least for one game, they proved it.
All right. So we'll be heading in actually pretty soon. You tune in to Comcast Sportsnet because they'll be playing the Knicks at home. So hopefully we'll come out of that 2-1. And right now, I think we're going to head to commercial, check out our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Thanks. At Roster, we know it can be a tall order finding something stylish to represent your team.
At Roster, we carry only the best sports lifestyle apparel. So visit us today to upgrade your game gear to the next level. Roster is the only place where you can find labels such as 47 brand, Mitchell & Ness, Originals by Adidas, Touch by Alyssa Milano, and more.
Roster's a local company, and we support our local teams. So upgrade your game gear at Roster and look better than this guy.
Roster, sports, life, style.
Our sponsor, Roster, as you can see behind us, has a ton of great stuff. As a girl, I have to say they have a lot of good stuff that I've never seen before. This is one of something I decided to sport today, but they've got stuff that you can't really find, I mean, at other places. You know, fitted stuff, cute shirts and scarves to match. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff. We see our lovely lady here with my favorite Patriot Zippy. I've got to get that. So, and you know a little bit more about Roster, right?
Yeah, I mean, and Roster is, you know, it is guys and girls, but like she said, it really caters to both the men and the women, and it's
yeah, lots of good guy stuff, lots of good like winter shirts and stuff like that. So
yeah, a lot of like you said, a lot of items you're not going to find anywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of brands you're not going to find anywhere. 47 brand Mitchell & Ness, you know, all sorts of Adidas, Touch by Melissa Milano. There's tons of stuff, and it's at Legacy Place right here in Dedham. So, you know, come on down and check it out.
And in the meantime, I think we're going to be throwing to a PSA real quick. Take a look at that, and we will be right back to talk about the New England Patriots. All right, and in the meantime, we'll talk about a little bit more about what you want to check out at Roster. One of my favorite things that we didn't talk about.
Sorry, guys. We'll have that PSA up in 10 seconds.
Oh, wait, hold on. Somebody's apologizing to me for not doing their job right now.
In the meantime, before that PSA, 781-326-2107. So give us a call.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to tell you. You can call us at any time during the show.
Talk about anything. Just,
yeah.
Even if we've already gone over it, just give us a call.
Or if we haven't talked about it yet. So that'll be great. Make sure you call.